Most Spanish learners get stuck because they think they need a different verb to say everything. Drink coffee, eat breakfast, take a taxi, take medicine. But in Spanish, you can use one verb for all of these. If you've ever frozen in mid-sentence trying to remember the correct word, you're not alone. It's one of the main reasons people don't feel confident speaking Spanish. But today, I'd like to simplify that. By the end of the lesson, you'll be able to say things like, I had coffee, I ate breakfast, I took a photo, all in Spanish using one word. You'll also enjoy today's music clip because the song is easy to sing and it will help you remember today's word. Let's make learning Spanish simpler and fun. Vamos! Here's that magic verb, tomar. It usually means to take, but here's where it gets powerful. In Spanish, tomar is also used when you want to eat or drink something. So instead of memorizing a bunch of different verbs, you can use just one, tomar. In fact, Bad Bunny could have used it on his most recent album, where it says, Debí tirar más fotos. I should have taken more photos. He could have said, Debí tomar más fotos. Again, this verb can be used in lots of ways. So let's look at how we conjugate it. Let's review. Here's how we unlocked the past tense when we remove the AR and we want to say I took. We'll add the with that stress. Or if we want to say you, usted, we say o at the end. And that also works for he, she, or it. So here's our verb tomar. I took, yo tomé, or you took, tomó. And again, that could also be he or she, but we're just going to be focusing on what I or you took. Try saying this in Spanish. I took a taxi. Did you remember? Did you say, tomé un taxi? Muy bien. Now let's practice like some real conversations to build your confidence. ¿Tomó usted café esta mañana? Sí, tomé café esta mañana. ¿Tomó desayuno en el aeropuerto? No, tomé desayuno en el hotel. ¿Tomó usted un tren? No, no tomé un tren, tomé un taxi. ¿Tomó una aspirina? Sí, tomé una aspirina en casa. And look at, you were able to understand all of that because you're thinking in Spanish. We're not translating, we're just thinking in Spanish. And we used all of these cognates in here. And just with our verb tomar, tomó usted, tomé, you were able to understand all of that. So good job. Let's do our spin and speak activity where you really get to practice using your new verb here. Remember, we'll choose one of these on the left side. Imagine we're spinning this and we'll pick a verb from the left. We'll pick a noun from the middle. And then on the right-hand side, this is either where or when we took these things or ate these things or drank these things. It's all tomar. All right, let's try one here. ¿Tomó usted desayuno esta mañana? Tomé café esta mañana. ¿Tomó usted sopa en el hotel? No, no tomé sopa en el hotel. Tomé una ensalada en el hotel. ¿Tomó usted una soda en la clase? No, no tomé una soda en la clase. Tomé té en casa. ¿Tomó usted un tren anoche? pause it right now, take a screenshot, practice this, and then put one of your sentences in the comments down below. This is real Spanish you can use. You can use it in the airport, in the hotel, in a restaurant, in everyday life. Now let's hear how a native speaker uses this. We are going to listen to Banda MS de Sergio Lizárraga. That MS stands for Mazatlan, Sinaloa. This group is from Mexico. Their style is banda music. The name of the song is Ya Tomé y Tomé. I drank and drank. This is the line we're going to listen to. He says, Ya tomé y tomé para olvidar y canté canciones para llorar. So you already know this part. I drank and drank. Para olvidar means in order to forget. Canté canciones. I sang songs. You could probably recognize that past tense. Canté, I sang. And then para llorar, to cry. This pa is short for para. And there's another AR verb. If you wanted to say I cried, you would do lloré or lloró if somebody else cried. So, but let's, again, our focus is tomar. And so again, the line that we're going to be listening for is Ya tomé y tomé para olvidar. Enjoy. Good job listening. Were you able to understand what he was saying? Ya tomé y tomé. I drank and drank. So this is real Spanish and this is real life. So you're now part of this global culture. Good job. Please listen to the rest of the song. You'll find it on our YouTube channel on the playlist Songs to Practice Spanish. I put the most recent song that we've done at the top so you can see it right there, Ya tomé y tomé. The one we did last week, you can see there, is Me enamoré. We did No hay nadie como tú when we were practicing using that word I and all of those cognates. There are a few other songs to practice past tense, so you've got some other homework to do, which should be lots of fun. All right, one last thing to help grow your vocabulary fast. Let's look at a few more cognates. Madrigal categorizes these as number 9. These are words that in English end in ty, and in Spanish they'll end with dad. Remember, we pronounce that a like the a in father. So we would say electricidad. And these are all nouns, and they are all feminine, so they will take the article la. Let's practice our pronunciation here real quick. La actividad, la autoridad, la comunidad, la curiosidad, la dificultad, la generosidad, la necesidad, la oportunidad, la personalidad, la posibilidad, la realidad, la seguridad, la universidad, and la ciudad. Very good, lots of vocabulary. If you wanted to make those plural, you would just say las, and then when we add the es, it's pronounced with an additional syllable. So for example, this would be las actividades or las oportunidades. You could practice these on your own. If this lesson helped you feel more confident in speaking Spanish, please stick with this series. You can go back and review some of the previous lessons where we unlocked the different cognate patterns. Be sure to come back for our next lesson where we will go even deeper in exploring the past tense, and we're going to get 2 more powerful verbs and a couple more cognate patterns. You won't want to miss that. And remember, Spanish isn't about memorizing everything, it's about unlocking these patterns and thinking in Spanish. You can do it. Thank you for joining me here at Tentáculo, Clases y Cultura. Yo me llamo Kelly. It's been a pleasure. I hope you're enjoying learning Spanish and exploring this global culture. Muchas gracias y nos vemos.